Well, it's summertime, and once again, we're looking at some serious wildfires around the country, and the threat of wildfires pose a tremendous problem around the country, as we've already seen in Arizona and other parts of the West. Now, until recently, there was very little, really, that homeowners could do to protect their houses as the fires raged, and if they stayed behind to try, it was at the risk of their lives. But Ron Hazelton brings us news of a new product that can protect homes against fires, and he's with us this morning from the Fairfield Fire Training Center in Connecticut, where he's joined by Lieutenant John Bartlett, a firefighter with the Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, who invented this product. Ron, take it away.
Good morning, Terry. You know, this is a case where a demonstration is worth at least 1,000 words, so we're going to get started right here. John, why don't you fire this up? We're going to be applying this very, very hot propane flame to two houses here. The one on the right is just plywood, untreated. The one over here on the left has the fire protective gel on it. Now, we're kind of simulating a real-life situation here where we've got dry grass and dry brush up next to the houses and a very intense flame which could result from that. So, John, nothing is obviously happening over here to the coated house. How does this actually work?
Ron, it's as if we were able to put a whole bunch of wet sponges onto this house. The sponges hold the water, and that's what keeps the house from burning as these wildland fires burn through an area.
So, is it fair to say then that it's holding maybe anywhere from a quarter to a half-inch of water in these tiny sponges right up against the surface?
That's exactly right. We're able to keep the house wetter for long periods of time, so it keeps the house from burning. A homeowner can actually apply this themselves.
Now, there's been a lot of controversy about whether somebody should stay behind and try to protect their home. Is this safe for a homeowner to try to use?
It has to be used safely, absolutely. It's kind of like the hurricane shutters. The homeowner can put this on well in advance, even days before that fire strikes his area. Then he can evacuate safely, and his home will still be standing when it's safe to come back into that community.
Well, this will stay active for that long?
It will. It can be maintained for several days when necessary.
All right, now I'm going to let John continue to play the flame on there. I want to come over here and show you how this is actually applied to the surface. All you really need to do this is a garden hose and this bottle of liquid concentrated gel right here. This is just a standard hose fitting. I'm going to snap this right on here. We'll turn the water on. You start up on the top of the house, and you kind of play this back and forth until you build up a coating, working from the top of the house down toward the bottom. Now, every container here covers about 500 square feet, and you can figure it'll take you anywhere from a half an hour to an hour to coat the average house. It's as simple as this. It requires no special equipment other than your garden hose and this kit right here. Now, there's a very interesting story on how John came up with it. As we mentioned, he was a firefighter in Florida, and in going into these fires, he noticed that wet diapers weren't burning. And that's because there's a polymer on the inside. You tear these open, you can see it. It looks just like this. I'm going to put a little bit of water on here. This is what, of course, soaks up the urine. And you can light this now with there's a propane torch. And I've got my bare hand right behind there. You can see that that's not burning. Not burning at all. Again, have my bare hand right behind that. So that's the principle. Hey, John, come on over here. All right, I want to clear out of here a little bit. Now, let's take a look over here. You can see that house on the right is pretty much fully engulfed in flames right now. Now, when it comes to removing this after the fire is gone, it's simply a matter of rinsing it off?
Exactly.
Let's bring in the fire department here to go ahead and extinguish the flame and go ahead and rinse off this building here on the left. Go ahead, guys. Okay, give us a good rinse over here on the hose. A little more pressure. There you go. So now this is not only rinsing off right here, but it's also, you told me earlier, it's biodegradable?
It's completely environmentally friendly and biodegradable.
Okay, so you can tell by looking here the difference between having your house coated. If you look right here, we've still got this wood virtually untouched by the flame, and then over here completely charged.
And this has been used over the last several years, and it's saved many houses from wildland fires.
And you have seen this in action. You've actually been in wildfires where this has been sprayed on, and you've
Absolutely.
seen the
Where fire departments have applied it, but also, most excitingly, I think, where homeowners have actually taken that effective step, applied it themselves, and helped the fire department to save their house.
Okay. Now, Terry, you may be wondering how much this costs. You can treat an average house for about $600, right, John?
Correct.
So it's the kind of thing, if you live in an area where there's a risk of wildfire, you'd want to have this on hand, this in your garden hose, and then use it in plenty of time so you would be able to evacuate if it was necessary.
All right, that is a powerful, powerful demonstration down there, gentlemen. We thank you very much for that. That is a product on the market right now to protect houses from wildfires.